Good morning and welcome to the news at 9ish.
Today is Monday, May 13th, and it's National Frog Jumping Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. You may be seated.
Good morning, TVC. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and it didn't get totally rained out on you. I have TVEX here. I got a pretty good size to go through, so I'm going to get started right away. I'm going to start with Jacob Bishop. This is from Mrs. Wright. Jacob has been working extremely hard these past couple of weeks. He's putting forth his best effort, asking questions when he needs help, and is respectful to those around him. I'm so proud of you, Jacob. Jacob, I sincerely agree with that. Great job. Way to see you doing really well in class. Here's a TVEC for you, Jacob. Anna Wynn Bennett, Mrs. Berger. Anna Wynn is always extremely kind and thoughtful. Winnie, I absolutely agree. I love hearing you say hi in the hallway and that great smile that you have. So Anna Wynn, there's a TVEC for you. Parker Schwam from Mrs. Berger's class. Parker was thoughtful and kind to another student in class who needed help. So Parker, there's a TVEC for you. We have Logan O'Neill from Mrs. Berger. Logan O'Neill did a great job paying attention and participating in mathematics class today. So it sounds like you had a good mathematics class. Keep that attention and focus, and you did a great job, Logan. Olivia Baez from Mrs. Sanger's class. On Olivia's first day here at TVC, she helped a fellow student pick up things that got spilled on the floor. Olivia showed her kindness right from the get-go. So welcome to TVC, Olivia, and here's your TVEC. Congratulations. Matt Dahl from Mrs. Sanger. Matthew helps to clean up extra recess equipment, making sure it's stowed away safely so that we have it for next day's recess. Way to go, Matthew. Matthew, that's really important because we don't want to lose all that recess equipment. I know it's all over the place by the time all the classes are done for the day. So great job. Appreciate it. TVEC for you. Molly Lice in Miss Sanger's class. Molly is a great role model for all her students. She takes pride in her work. Working hard to finish it to the best of her ability. She's kind to other students and she exemplifies pride to a T. Thank you for being a great student, Molly. Molly, I agree. TVEC for you. We have Noel Lazurka from Mrs. Sanger's class. Noel is the go-to man when there's a technology issue that Mrs. Sanger cannot solve. Mrs. King often has student Chromebook problems, and Noel is there to fix those problems for her. He is a great problem solver. Well, we always need those tech whizzes because I know I struggle with that as well. So, Noel, there's a TVEC for you. We have Chloe Hilton from Mrs. Sanger's class. Chloe has a quiet presence in the classroom, but is an absolutely great role model. She takes pride in getting her work done to the best of her ability, always willing to help volunteer and answer and help out where needed. Thanks for being a great kid, Chloe. Chloe, TVEC for you. Leilani Black Pearl from Mrs. Abadusky. It says here, Leilani has been working very hard in class. She's become a happy reader. It is exciting to see how she loves to read and how good she has become at it. She's a good student and doing an amazing job. So keep up the great work, Leilani. Leilani, TVEC for you. Congratulations. I have Rania Elmantasur. I always mess up your last name, Rania, and I apologize. Ronnie is always helpful and smiling. She rides the last bus to be called at the end of the day, so she's always helping me get organized for the following day. She's a good student and good helper. Thanks, Ronnie, and that's from Mrs. Abadusky. There's a TVEC for you. Next up, we have Remy Heller, Casey Alexander, Asher Orlandi, and Lydia Kramer. From Mrs. Schul for working so well in small group in our ELA unit, collaborating, researching, and problem solving together. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4 TVECs for you guys. We have Autumn Smith, Zavia Kendall, and Finley Gross from Mrs. Ace and Apira's class. It says they are helping to clean up the classroom and for kindness to a friend. So that's 1, 2, 3 TVECs for you guys in Mrs. A's class. We got Samantha Weibel in Mrs. Trofo's class. She's always on top of any areas of our classroom that need attention. On top of always completing her homework. and her classwork, and she's a good classroom citizen, takes care of anything that needs to be getting done. Great job, Sam. TVEC for you. Next up, we have Wyatt Evan from Mrs. Trofo. Wyatt has shown tremendous growth this school year, and I agree. He is conscientious and works hard to complete his work. He takes his time to ensure that he's giving it his very best every time, and he works hard to be respectful of others and their feelings. He also has been able to see that mistakes are part of the learning process, and they just help us to grow even more. Wyatt, very proud of you. TVEC for you. We have Salome Castano in Miss Trofo's class. Salome is a wonderful role model for her peers. She comes to school every day with a positive attitude, always eager to help others and help around the classroom. Thank you, Salome. TVEC for you. We have Brooke Teets in Mrs. Trofo's class. Brooke has worked hard this school year to make sure she is on task. She has shown tremendous improvement in completing classwork and making good choices to help herself stay focused. Keep up the good work, Brooke. Brooke, great job. TVEC for you. We have Myron Zwazansky. That's a tongue twister for me as well. And from Mrs. Trofo's class, Myron is consistently kind and patient with others. He is respectful of others and their feelings. He is a great problem solver, peacekeeper, great classroom citizen, role model. Thank you for everything, Myron. That's a TVEC for you. Great job. We have Alfino Santangelo, Mrs. Trofo's class. It says here, Alfino is a very conscientious student. He strives hard every day to be the best student he can be. And he produces quality work, trying his best at everything he does. Keep up the great work, Alfino. TVEC for you. We have Adriana Kutz in Mrs. Cherlin's class. AJ tries her best every day, even if she isn't feeling her best. Thank you for giving it your all and always trying. That's from Mrs. Cherlin. TVEC for you. We have Viviana Dockney, Tenley Thompson from Mrs. Cherlin. Viviana and Tenley are consistently kind, caring, and hardworking humans. The girls always work well together and do their best to help each other and others. I notice you being awesome every day. So Tenley, TVEC, as well as Viviana, TVEC to you. All right, and we have Connor Ousley and Marcus Tennant for Mrs. Cherlin. Every day, Connor and Marcus ask to sweep the classroom. Thank you for being kind helpers to our classmates as well as our custodians. So Connor and Marcus, there's a TVEC for each of you. All right. So I hope everyone has a really good week. We don't have many weeks left, and I don't need anything to be going downhill. We need to keep working hard up until the very end. So be kind to your classmates, be kind to your teachers, and be kind to yourself. And remember, treat yourself well and always be kind to others. I got all kinds of tongue twisters today. Bye, everybody.